And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And today in studio, we have Anthony, Michael, and yours truly, Brian Barnaby. Anthony, how are you?
Sweating, dude. Sweating, Brian.
I feel like it feels nice and cool in here. No, Michael?
I mean, I was just really.
I need a 1-2 over there.
I had muted.
No,
over there.
I'm just kidding.
Well, it's not that it's hot in here. I was just sweating from the outside, dude.
Yeah, no, I got you. I mean, I definitely get you.
You don't understand.
What do you mean I don't understand?
You don't understand.
Explain to me more about this.
Well, obviously you wouldn't get what I was saying, so you don't understand.
I'm still confused. What are you trying to say?
I said I'm sweating. You said, "Oh, it's that hot in here."
Okay.
But I'm not talking about in here.
Right. But I don't know. I just feel like it's like, even if it is really hot outside, if there's a decent amount of airflow inside, I'm fine.
No, yeah, in here is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm saying from going to the outside is where it is hot. And I'm sure the people will understand that at home.
All right. I mean, well, I guess we'll have to see if anybody cares to comment on this issue.
I hope someone does, because it's scorching out there, Brian.
Absolute scorcher. But hey, it's August. That type of thing happens, you know?
It's July.
Well, August is upon us, Tony. Is it not?
We're really off the wrong foot here, aren't we?
Oh, stop, man. But you know what we got to talk about, Tony? The world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy Young. Where did that land?
Smoked to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
All right, Tony. The American League wins their 9th straight All-Star game, 3-2 over the National League All-Stars. And, they get a win out of Framber Valdez. Tony Gonsolin, your guy, with the loss here, giving up that majestic home run to All-Star Game MVP Giancarlo Stanton. And Klaus from the Guardians gets the save to end this one out, 3-2. But at the end of the day, Tony, I mean, what were your thoughts on this edition of the Major League All-Star Game?
I mean, it was certainly entertaining. The jerseys I thought were dope. I don't know what you thought about them, but the unis were awesome.
Really though? I'm surprised because I'm saying I heard a lot of slack about it. I'm just curious. Like,
no kidding.
You were real a big fan of it. Okay.
No, yeah, I was a big fan of it. I thought it was very clean. Thought it was dope, dude. I would buy one if I could. And I thought, there was good chatter, having, pitchers, players mic'd up. I think they had like a split screen between Garrett Cole and the Braves pitcher whose name is escaping me, Max Fried. Max Fried. It was Max Fried, right?
Yeah.
That was cool having them talk about just like, their mindset on the mound, stuff like that, and just like bullshitting during the game. I think Alex Manoah was mic'd up too. Was Trevino was mic'd up too, right?
They had that whole with Nestor on the
mound.
Yeah,
exactly. I thought that was dope. I love that. That's definitely an aspect you get during the All-Star games that you don't get obviously during the season. Which is, it's pretty cool. It makes it really entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I mean, it was, it's funny. I remember when they just started a couple of years back with Joe Buck. I remember like interviewing Bryce Harper and just kind of, it was like, oh, like a guy here and there. And then it's like, geez, everybody's mic'd up at this point.
Yeah.
And I kind of mentioned to you before the show, and I know, like I said, it's a product of the talented pitchers out there. But I mean, a little disappointing on the offensive side here, 3-2. I mean, no runs after the 4th inning.
Yeah, I would say so. I think I had it slotted for like 7-4, 7-5 or something. You had a 4-3, a little bit lower scoring, right? But to what you were saying before the show too. I mean, obviously, the standard of pitching was quite high. A lot of talented pitchers out there, and obviously that resulted in a lower scoring game. And of course, I tend to not look too much into these performances out here. I mean, starting pitchers are going for an inning or if that. Obviously this game doesn't really mean anything now. So I mean, it's just like kind of for fun, so people aren't really like going hard, I suppose.
But it's
right?
funny. But then you think about it compared to other All-Star games. I mean, really not too bad. You know what I mean? Like the pitchers are trying to get hitters out. I mean, sure, they're like messing around with some stuff, but
right.
I think it's the most real form of competition and probably the closest to what an actual game is when we're comparing it to the other major sports.
Yeah, I would say so.
But I'm kind of curious your thoughts on this, Michael. Just with, obviously all like the NBA All-Star games you've watched over the years and stuff. Your thoughts on like these specific uniforms. I was always a guy, honestly, not that I'm like too hot and heavy about it, but just I like the guys just wearing their normal uniforms.
Yeah, I like that.
You're with that.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because it's just like, I don't know. It just they try to like incorporate the colors of like the host team and everything like that. And it's just like
I know I saw him, Tony.
Oh, you did. Okay. Sure.
You know what? It was basically the same thing as like the
They're not bad, but I like the jerseys.
Yeah, it's like the players edition. You know what I'm talking? Like when they had with the names on the back. Yeah, that's what they remind me of. I know that was like a white and black color scheme, but the designs like were similar.
Yeah, similar.
But and just kind of, I mean, it was nice seeing, some guys, like Nestor, like Trevino. And it was funny. I don't know if you heard Trevino when he was mic'd up, he was saying like, there's just that different effect when you put on the pinstripes, everything, it changes everything.
Yeah, he was definitely stoked to be there, stoked, obviously, to be a Yankee. We all know that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. He wants to be brainwashed and delusional. That's cool.
I mean, Tony, you got to give him credit, though. They don't make him like that anymore, like Jose Trevino. That's a guy who's hardworking.
Yeah.
Who's endured a lot. And to make an All-Star game, I think, that's a big achievement for someone.
Oh,
like
yeah,
him.
no, certainly.
Same thing with Cortez, too, because, I mean, even just going into this season, I mean, everyone's
he's been cut by the Yankees before, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah,
exactly.
of course.
And even before this season, they're saying, like, oh, this guy can't be in the rotation. He's not good enough.
Right. Yeah.
And I was surprised. I know everyone needs a representative, but that Benintendi with his 3 home runs made the All-Star game. You're like a Benintendi guy?
I like him.
But what do you like, though? Just out of curiosity, like what do you think he excels at other than defense?
Oh, well, I mean, he's not really doing well on the offense. What does he excel at other than what he excels at, Brian? Is what you just asked.
But
me.
I'm saying, don't you think he's not even an average hitter?
Yeah, I think it could be.
But what?
No, I think it's mechanics. We talked about it with I don't know whoever we were talking about. Not Eric Fetty, but Patrick Corbin. Yeah, we just talked about Corbin about it. But I think I think given if he had somewhat of a better coach or maybe to show him how to mechanically fix his swing, I think he can be an average hitter.
Yeah. So if it's not the kitchen sink, you're in favor of the Mets picking him up?
Oh yeah, it should be pretty low actually. That's why I think he may be kind of a sneaky.
Have you heard him rumored there?
I've heard him rumored to not go there.
To not go to the Mets.
Yeah.
Seriously?
No, dead serious.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so then what outfielder are they looking at?
Outfielder right now?
Yeah.
Juan Soto.
That's really all you got.
As far as I know, yeah, dude.
Interesting. I just thought that was kind of funny that he made the All-Star team, but like I said, I mean, I know they like having the representative. I mean, do you think that that's somewhat of a stretch, or?
Yeah, that is a little bit of a stretch for him, I think too.
But I mean, just in terms of everybody needs to be represented, like why?
Why
does that?
Yeah,
it's like you earn it, like, and I was surprised here too that I guess they did limited exposure for Cabrera and Pujols,
right? Of course,
it was like
just to be there.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think they'll continue that with the legends every year?
Yeah, I do.
But that's just like the representative. I think it's not earning your stripes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that's in terms of what you've earned. I mean, I would say those guys have earned to be there.
Right.
I mean, they've been in the league forever. They've done a lot of good for baseball.
Yeah, no, they have. But I feel like it's like they did get rewarded for that, when they had those years. But now that they're past that time, it just feels like it's a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is a different feel, I suppose. But I don't know. I mean, does it bother you that much?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
what if it was Aaron Judge at the end of his career?
I want him to earn it, and I know Mike's the same way. You don't just get a handout
like Jeter.
Yeah, exactly. Jeter was voted in as a starter. Tony,
I'm aware.
He earned it.
Was Mike Piazza voted in as a starter last year? You're so tight that I said that.
David Wright.
That's cool.
In all seriousness, with Wright, have you seen anything or heard anything about him lately? I just feel like he kind of, once he retired, kind of faded off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised, he hasn't been around the team. I wonder, like, health-wise, like, if he's okay. Because it was his back or his spine.
Yeah, it was a spine issue. But, I mean, I would imagine it was a pretty sour goodbye. Obviously he didn't want to leave yet. But what was he going to do?
Yeah.
So I would imagine, it may be painful for him to be around the sport, around the team. And
yeah. I think that always goes both ways, because some guys still like that second opportunity to be right there in the action, even if they're not playing or they're not able to play. Were you a big Wright guy?
Yeah, how could you not be?
Yeah, Mr. Met.
Yeah.
It's a shame though, he was so close to kind of really like finishing off the deal. Obviously in 15, that would have, cemented it. And that was really the last time he was full time. And then
the next year is when he started having issues.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he would be a really good like hitting coach for someone.
Yeah,
fundamentals.
It would be nice to have him, somewhere, even in like the front office or something.
Yeah, and I feel like I wondered. I mean, I would think Steve Cohen, wants to like kind of change this vibe, but it seems like a lot of former Mets, other than obviously like Ron and Keith in the booth or whatever, have kind of like not been around the team as much as like, let's say like the Yankees with their guys. Like, you know what I mean? They're always like special instructors, this and that. And like, I know they're bringing back the old timers game. When is that anyway? Do you know?
No idea. Top of my head now.
Are you somewhat excited, or you're just?
I'm like, all right, dude.
Yeah. What is it? Because like you feel like they're copying the Yankees, or?
What do you mean?
No, because like no other team has an old timers game besides the Yankees.
Right.
I'm saying, is that why you're not into it, or is it just like, I mean, these guys are washed, they're basically playing softball. What's the point?
I think it's gonna be I think like a poor showing. Like it's just
what I would like to see is old timers home run derby.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you could like alter the fences where they don't have to
hit so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that. Kind of like when they do it for the celebrity softball game.
Is that still a thing? I didn't see like any coverage or anything.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I saw like a clip of Bryan Cranston like arguing with the umpire. And I'm like, wait a minute, like when the fuck was this?
I bet it was on like MLB Network and we just didn't see it.
Yeah, what the hell is that about, dude? I would have watched it.
Because it used to be on ESPN following the Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have watched that shit. Bryan Cranston? Come on.
No, it's funny. I actually did kind of enjoy watching the celebrity game.
Yeah, me too, dude. That's some funny celebrities normally.
Yeah.
You know? I think Scott Rogowski was on last season.
And then it would be funny too, but then you'd have like the former major leaguer get up there and then just like completely dominate. So I mean, overall, I think it was an all right weekend. I don't know, and it didn't have anything to do with like Dodger Stadium as a host, other than like I was saying yesterday, the dimensions being like kind of too far for a derby. But I mean, I think it's just more about kind of what happened in terms of the derby, and the game on the field just didn't like provide the excitement we're looking for. But I guess when would it like, I guess it would have to be like a walk-off home run or if it ended in a home run derby, like,
I know.
That would be a storyline. But
I'm surprised it didn't, because they set that up like.
And just like how they set up Pujols, you thought it was,
yeah.
But it's, I guess, Emmanuel Claus, it's just not like you could just assume, I'll just be able to hit one out. No problem.
True.
So yeah, that was really, the Derby. And I think, with the second half, starting up tomorrow, I thought it would be a good time to kind of just take a look again, at the league as a whole. in terms of where everyone's positioned and playoff positioning. So kind of wanted to just run it over with you, your kind of predictions here in terms of how the postseason will line up, kind of a reboot from what we thought of before the season.
Right.
So let's start in the let's start in the National League East. So right now, you got the Mets 2.5 up on the Braves, Phillies 8.5 back, Marlins 14, Nationals 27.5. Out of that division, obviously, I'm guessing you're sticking with the Mets winning the division.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Braves wild card team. Do the Phillies get into the playoffs?
Into the playoffs. I mean, I think for the wild card race, they're tight with St. Louis. So I say no.
Really? Okay. So
why you think yes?
Third wild card, I could see it, but I guess you do have the Padres, and then
the Padres.
There's only so many teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Braves end up winning the division. Mets first wild card. And then in the Central, I'm gonna say the Cardinals. Who do you think wins the Central?
Oh. Yeah, I would go with the Cardinals, I guess. I don't know. Milwaukee's looking really good though. I'm trying to see where. Yeah, I guess give me the Cardinals and then Milwaukee will take a wild card spot.
Okay, so Milwaukee with the wild card.
Yeah.
And then in the West, I mean, I'm guessing you're sticking with the Dodgers with that 10-game lead.
I mean, how could you not, dude?
But Padres get that wild card?
Matthew Gabriel says, look at years, both the years.
Or actually, so
big second half for MLB coming up. Amped. All-Star game was solid last night. My mom says hello. The usual suspects in here. Brian, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Matthew, how are you? Can't wait to see you in a little bit. We're getting fired up over here. But I was just saying, so Padres in, so you're going Mets, Cardinals, Dodgers division winners. You're going Braves, Brewers, and Padres wild card.
Correct.
And then what is the National League Championship Series?
Obviously the Mets are going to be in it.
Okay.
I guess I'll go Padres. Right?
Interesting. Yeah. Dodgers falling short again.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it before. They have so much talent, but I don't know. It's never easy.
It really isn't ever easy for them, which is a shame.
And I definitely like what the Padres are doing. I mean, imagine if somehow they were able to get their hands on Soto.
I know. That's what I'm thinking, too. If they get their hands on Soto, it's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
And Tatis coming back, firing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'll be a fun team to watch.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
I'm going to go Mets and Dodgers.
Ooh.
And
Tony Gonsolin?
Tony Gonsolin. And obviously Mets, your National League champion, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Dodgers. Close 7-game series, but I'm gonna go Dodgers there. And then on the
AL side.
The AL side.
By the way, Matthew says Barnes cracks won 350 yards off the first tee, calling it now. You want to put a wager on that, Brian?
350 is
that's crazy.
It's a
dude.
tall task.
Yeah,
it's funny because there is one hole actually where technically I probably did almost hit a 350 at this other course because it's a downhill. Like once you get on the hill, I mean you get 70 yards. But this course, 350 will be pretty tough unless I get a good bounce. But I'll take 300. I could do 300. But 350.
Matthew says nice split screen as well.
Bryson DeChambeau. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
So yeah, and then on to the American League. What do you got in the AL East in terms of Yankees hanging on and what teams are making a wild card?
I would think the Orioles come from behind. Give me the Yankees from the East here.
And then who's making the wild card?
Oh man. Tampa Bay. Toronto, Boston.
All through wild cards. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
Seattle
think so. I think
just
Seattle
misses.
drops off a little bit. Boston comes from behind.
Garden. Okay, and then
And Guardians, no. Baltimore, no. White Sox, no. And then from there, it's not even.
okay. So then I'm gonna go Yankees, obviously division. Rays and Jays wild card. Boston doesn't make it. In the Central, I'm gonna say the Guardians end up winning the Central. And who do you got for Central?
Yeah, I would say Guardians too, honestly. They're hot right now.
Love what they do on the pitching staff as well.
2 games behind what, the Twins? Come on.
And then I think in the West, I think Houston will win that, and I think Seattle gets that third and final wild card spot.
Really?
I mean, right now they have the second one.
Yeah, they have the second wild card spot. They're Boston's 2 games back, right? From the third.
Yeah.
And then what? Toronto was even? Was Toronto even with
Seattle?
Yeah.
Well, technically
they're even with. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're even with Boston. Oh, no, they're a game behind.
Yeah. No one's tied really, just because there's been more games and stuff. And then your American League Championship Series.
Yankees, Houston.
And your American League pennant winner.
Why do you say that? For this. You said it with such disdain, dude.
Because it just seems symmetrical where you would go here.
No. I'm not bitter or anything. I'd pick the Yankees to win.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I am gonna agree across the board there. Yankees Astros 7-game series. This time, Judge walk-off home run at the stadium, bottom of the 9th. And right after the game, pens a 10-year, $420 million extension.
Did you hear what he said during the All-Star Game interview?
I mean, they're peppering him with questions.
He told some little kid to go fuck off, basically.
Dude, but it's too many questions. And he said the same thing. He wants to be a Yankee, and obviously he just wants to be respected in terms of salary. I mean,
Is that what it sounded like when he asked the question?
Michael knows about this with the media spinning things.
Dude. He said it. The media didn't say anything.
Some things are so straightforward, and we make them so complicated.
Yeah.
Tony, he wants to be a Yankee.
Okay? I don't know, man.
Yes,
After that,
does. Oh,
he literally just said, "Oh, I just hope you're a Judge fan."
Dude, enough of this nonsense. Okay,
I don't know, dude.
And then also, while we're at it with these predictions, Tony, if you would, American League MVP is.
I'll say Aaron Judge.
I will second that notion. Cy Young Award winner is.
Oof. I'm not really sure who else is in the running.
McClanahan.
Oh, that's right. Give me McClanahan.
I'm gonna go Verlander.
Really?
I mean, you got to respect what he's doing at 39.
Yeah, you do. But we'll see how the second half is.
And then National League MVP.
Francisco Lindor.
Is that serious?
No.
The crazy thing is, though,
he could get it.
Yeah,
dude.
he would have to be Manny Ramirez when he came over to the Dodgers.
Let's do it.
That type of production.
Let's pull the trigger.
Wow. Cy Young. We got Alcantara, obviously Scherzer. I don't think DeGrom, especially with the setback that we haven't really talked about.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet.
Any update on that today? I mean, I saw that late last night.
His rehab start got pushed back till tomorrow. So,
are you somewhat nervous?
Or simulated game, whatever. Yeah, dude, that's not good.
Yeah.
Soreness of the shoulder. So sorry, you said Alcantara, right? Scherzer, obviously. I don't know if Scherzer would make it. Alcantara is throwing really nice.
Yeah.
Who else is in the running, you think?
Corbin Burns. Gonsolin.
Tony Gonsolin's having a hell of a year. He's 11-0 right now.
Yeah.
Gotta go Gonsolin for now.
Gonsolin, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Alcantara.
Really?
He's been real impressive this year.
He has been too.
Does anybody challenge Judge for the home run race in the whole major leagues? See, he's 4 up on Schwarber, 6 up on Riley, 7 up on Alvarez, 9 up on Stanton.
I guess maybe Schwarber could, but did you see him at the Derby, dude?
Well, luckily for him, no more derbies.
Really. I could see Schwarber, contending.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say Judge will just get 60
Mhm.
home runs, 60 on the nose.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that'd be something we haven't had a 60 home run season in a while. So just something to keep in mind. And it's a guy I feel like we forgot about for National League MVP is Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Francisco Lindor though.
did I even say who I thought was gonna win the National League MVP?
No. Oh, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean,
it's funny,
330
dude.
right now. Tony.
I know that's crazy, dude. But watch out for the second half.
Yeah, that's true. So we got a few games tomorrow. I think it's a very, for just a regular season game. I think this doubleheader against Houston. I mean, it's a road game. It's Houston. I just feel like might be the biggest game till the playoffs for the Yankees.
I know. It is nice that coming back off of this All-Star break, we're kind of in the groove here.
Yeah. And it used to be a lot more time off, but especially with needing to make up the games, that's just kind of what they've had to do. So it'll just be interesting to see. I mean, I think a lot of teams are in contention right now. You look at it, we only have 11 days till the trade deadline.
Oh baby.
Surprised we haven't heard really any more chatter.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I feel like, typically leading up when there's like 11, 15 to 10 days, it's a little bit of a lull, of just like kind of a couple rumors here and there, but then it'll speed up, Brian. Don't worry.
Wow, Tony. I feel like you're like offended that I said that.
No. I'm not offended.
Just, I'm just saying. So when are we getting like a big domino?
Are you asking me for a big domino?
When is that happening?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah. So how many it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come Monday. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could tolerate that.
Oh my God.
And then one other thing I wanted to mention here too. They were just like the commissioner always kind of like makes some comments, around the All-Star game. So one thing he said that I think was a complete embarrassment to the sport, to the office of the commissioner. He said minor leaguers make a living wage. I don't know if you saw that. And the average minor league salary is $11,000 a year.
Yeah, it's not really that good, dude.
But I mean,
how could they even say that?
But at the end of the day, does he not care? Is he insane? I mean, what is it with Rob Manfred?
I don't think he gives a
being
shit.
The commissioner?
Well,
he likes the money.
He likes the money, certainly.
How
much does he get paid?
I mean, I don't know, but doesn't Roger Goodell make like $50 million?
Yeah, that's Roger Goodell.
No. So I'm saying, I mean, you would think he would make at least 25, right?
How much money does NFL generate per year?
I mean, a few billion, right?
A few billion, that's it?
I mean, I guess actually it's probably way more than that.
I think MLB made like $11 billion like 2 years ago.
Okay, so let's see. So NFL revenue 2022. 11 billion for 2021.
Oh wow. That's good.
It's a couple of zeros.
Yeah.
Throw a couple shekels up there. Be a nice payday, right? I feel like so then baseball was less than that because there's no way they would be equal. 11 million annually.
Rob Manfred makes 11 million annually.
Billion. So I just thought that was embarrassing. And then he also is saying he needs the A's to make a decision fast in terms of what they're gonna do. I mean, I would think that would mean them going to Las Vegas. I haven't really heard, years ago there was the San Jose proposal or a new stadium in Oakland, but it seems like Las Vegas is the only feasible thing.
Everyone's loving Vegas recently, dude.
But it would be kind of, I think you can't even it'll just be a fixed stadium, right? I mean, what's the point of even having retractable
in Vegas?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Do you think that the draw, just like the Raiders and obviously the Knights has been, it'll be instantly a hit? Like
yeah.
What would, if it was up to you building the stadium, knowing what they've done traditionally with their fan base, would you make it a smaller stadium? Would you make it something that's approaching 50,000 fans? What would you do?
Maybe like 44,000.
Yeah. And you think they would be top 10 attendance, top 5 attendance?
To start off?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably to top 10.
Because it's like, oh, got to see the new stadium.
Yeah,
check out
maybe
the team.
just above top 10.
And I think also there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to have like a contending team, especially like kind of the embarrassment that they put out on the field this year.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's just like the Reds, you know, not trying. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And then I guess Tony Clark said he's committed to staying on as the MLB PA. So he's going to be the head for a while. And I guess they're still negotiating that international draft pool. Remember that was like a big part of the lockout, and they agreed to like negotiate.
They still haven't.
Season.
Yeah,
still going on.
So stupid.
And I just think it's like there shouldn't have to be a separate international draft. Why can't it all be together? I don't know why they want such a separation there. Just because I know they're used to their international bonus pool and.
Yeah, is that what it is? Just to get the opportunity to get more players?
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
But, you know, because I just think international signings, it's like, well, who has the best scout? You know what I mean? It's not as fair. I feel like I know there's
definitely not.
Like a cap on it and everything. Right. But I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. And didn't actually before the season the Mets sign Soto's brother? I know, like, and then the deal.
Oh
fell
my God,
through,
I think it fell through.
Okay,
yeah.
and so he hasn't signed anywhere. I don't. It's like Elijah Soto or something.
Oh, what's going on? This is back in January. Yeah, Hawaiian. Seems the last thing that was published of him was way back in January, and it was him expecting to be signed by the Mets.
But we don't have like an official.
Yeah. No.
All right. So I mean, I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for that. I guess he's not like as highly touted as Juan was, but you never know. I mean, he could be, you know, pretty good, kind of a diamond in the rough thing.
Oh, it says right. Well, this was Elian Soto, younger sibling of Juan, has verbally agreed to join his brother's Washington Nationals just days after declaring intentions to sign with the Mets. So it sounds like he's just a little boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go with the Mets. I'll go with the Nationals.
Well,
my brother's leaving now, so maybe I won't go with the Nationals. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that good. I think I'll play golf.
Oh, man. But interesting stuff, Tony. Interesting stuff. But all I'm saying is I can't wait for the second half to start.
Yeah, me too. Starts tomorrow, dude.
Yeah. So one off day today. But like we said yesterday, got the round of golf to get us through the night.
That's right, dude. What are we gonna watch tonight? That's the big question. No sports on, dude. What do you say we watch like a good like Adam Sandler movie?
Just let me just approve the movie, all right? Or you know what? Actually, I'll leave it up to Michael because I don't think he would want to disappoint me. You, on the other hand, would get like a Farrell special or something.
A Farrell special.
But yeah, like I said, really, really looking forward to that. And obviously tomorrow, you know, we'll have a lot more to discuss with the second half resuming, as well as the 3M Open beginning tomorrow as well. So we'll definitely have a leaderboard update for you there. But other than that, Tony, anything else you have for me today?
Let's get a hole in one, Brian.
What do we got, Michael?
Name the third most expensive ballpark to go to in the Major League Baseball.
The third?
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium.
Who's the 13th?
No. Wait, what?
The New York Mets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. And number one is the Dodgers, or?
No, they're 8th.
Oh.
I forgot who's number one. Oh, yeah, the Cubs are. The Cubs are.
Average ticket price?
Parking, food.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's great.
But, you know, I don't know. I just think it's like when we're comparing
a shithole too.
Well, when we're comparing it relative to like other sports, I don't like when people talk about how like, oh my God, like to go with like a family, like it's not affordable stuff. It's like depends when you go. If you're going to a Wednesday afternoon game against the Royals at Yankee Stadium, I mean, I think a family of 5 could go for under $100 easily with food. Honestly, it's like just don't go to the Saturday night primetime game. You could get $10 tickets, Tony.
Yeah, but okay, so family of 5, that's $50 worth of tickets right there.
Okay,
and you think they're gonna spend less than $50 on food?
Yeah, you get the sausages right after you walk off the train.
Oh, so you don't eat in the stadium? You pack a nice bologna sandwich and put it in your pocket.
$10 tickets are
Get
manageable.
the fuck out of here.
$10 tickets are manageable. It's not a $700 night. Stop.
My mother
stop.
says Mr. Deeds.
Mr.
You ever see Mr. Deeds?
Yeah, that's another one. It's just
He doesn't do his voice in it, though.
Yeah, it's a chief.
You're a chief. Get the sausage outside the stadium.
Actually, one other thing here before we close up, for both of you guys, I'd like to hear this, and I'll give one too. I want a prediction for something out in the course, just anything. And I'll start with you, Michael. Give me something, one thing that
happens
definitively will happen.
A hole in one from someone.
Wow, that's bold. That's bold. I think it's gonna be Matthew if there is one. Honestly, what about you, Tony?
I think mid swing, Michael will stop to look at a bird.
Mid swing, Michael will stop to look at a bird.
Yeah.
And speaking of a bird, I'm gonna say Michael will have one birdie today.
One birdie.
Oh my God.
New prediction: we get kicked off third hole.
No, stop.
No.
We're not doing that.
No,
can't do that.
Can't do that, dude.
But yeah, looking forward to recapping that with everyone as well tomorrow. But once again, another great show, and really appreciate everybody tuning in, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as check out those archives with Tony in Costume on the YouTube page, as well as the summer collection at downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy this marvelous day, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.